Coming up tonight on KSL Outdoors.
There it is.
Fish on.
Are you looking for open water? It's time to head south.
Oh, there's a rainbow out of Minersville.
Trophy fish down in southern Utah. I'm Adam Eakle, and this is KSL Outdoors.
KSL Outdoors with Adam Eakle is brought to you by your local Ford stores.
Thanks for tuning in to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Got a couple guys here from Sportsman's Warehouse. We got Daryl Painter from the new Cedar City store, right?
That's correct.
Just opened up.
Just opened up. We opened up February 10th, and we had our grand opening the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Nice deal. And of course, old Pistol Pete from the Minersville store. You guys have been around forever.
Minersville's been original store, baby.
Original store. Hey, we're at a reservoir. We've never, none of us, well, you may have been here, but we've never been here.
I've actually fished this reservoir several times.
Good fish?
Good fish in here. Big rainbows. The rainbow should be on a bite today, I think.
All right, let's go get them. We're here at Minersville, just west of Beaver.
On our way.
It's cold.
Minersville's kind of a neat lake. We're at a good spot right now with our fishery out here. We're growing some really nice rainbow trout and some really big wipers right now. It has been a struggle over the years. Between bird predation, Utah chub competition, it's been a struggle to keep the rainbows doing well here.
Pete's gonna use a Sportsman's Warehouse jig head with one of these tube jigs on there. This is an unsalted tube jig because this lake, you can't use bait at this lake, so
Or scent.
or scent, so it's got to be legal.
That's a Thomas Boyant little spoon that we're going to throw out here today and see what we can do with it.
Yeah. You fished here before?
I have fished here several times in the past, and we've caught some good fish out here before.
Have you? On that spoon?
On this spoon and Castmasters and things of that nature.
We've gone through a series of rotenone treatments over the years, and in recent years we've tried wipers here to help control the chubs, and they've worked really well. They're growing good, and we can't even find a chub in the lake anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In 4 years, we've wiped out the chubs out here, which is helping the rainbows a lot.
There it is.
Fish on, fish on.
There
There you go.
There
Nice
he is.
rainbow.
There he is. Come on, baby.
That's a good fish too.
In shallow.
He was only about 3 feet off the shore when we hit that.
We'll grab that net.
That rainbow.
There we go. There's a rainbow out of Minersville.
Pretty fish.
From your experience, is that pretty typical size?
This is a good size rainbow for Minersville.
Big old male.
Oh, he's beautiful. That's a 2-3 pound fish, isn't it?
Oh, at least. Okay, so we do the honors and kiss him and turn him loose?
You better.
There we go. There you go, big guy. There he goes.
We manage it as more of a trophy rainbow fishery. In the past, we've tried managing it the same as some of our other lakes, and we just can't keep the rainbows in here with the bird predation, chubs, and all the other things that affect it. It's been hard to maintain any type of a quality fishery here without the special regulations.
That's actually a chrome-colored Castmaster, and it was just thrown up towards the bank and just slow rolled off the bank. And it just mimics a bait fish, and a lot of success with that bait here in Minersville.
Right now, it flies in artificial lures only, and you can only keep one trout over 22 inches.
We weren't having a ton of success, so we decided to try trolling some pointer minnows and rapalas to locate some fish.
And there's some fish at 10 feet.
Oh, fish on.
Trophy wiper.
Yeah, there's one on here, all right. You want it?
No,
Pete?
no.
There we go, fellas. Yes.
It's officially caught. Big old rainbow trout.
This is what we come to Minersville for.
Gosh, that's a tank. Look at his belly. Holy crud.
Nice fish. What do you think? How big?
Probably 3 pounds maybe.
Yeah, cookie cutter like that last one.
Yep.
So just another healthy 3-pound fish. You know, the regulations here at Minersville require that any fish under 22 inches though has to be released. So this guy should be charged up. We're gonna get him out of the net. Oh, he likes the net now. And as he takes off, let's check out this week's climate quiz question. There he goes.
Minersville Reservoir is located about 15 miles west of the town of Beaver. The reservoir was created in 1914 by the construction of an embankment dam to impound winter runoff from the Tusher Mountains for use in nearby agricultural fields. Our climate quiz question tonight is, what is the main river that feeds Minersville Reservoir? Now, once you know the answer, log on to our KSL Outdoors Facebook page, give us the correct answer, and while you're at it, give us a like. We'll then randomly select and announce a winner on our Facebook page the following week. The winner set to walk away with a Climate Static V sleeping pad. Climate, comfortable, rugged, and lightweight. KSL Outdoors, powered by Ford, will be right back to Beaver County.
KSL Outdoors is also brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, Fish Tech Outfitters, Utah State Parks, Burt Brothers, Climate, Intermountain Wind and Solar, the Cabins at Bear River Lodge, Trax Power Sports Rentals, and Camp Chef.
Ice off is one of the best times of year to fish out here. If it wasn't such a snowy day, I'd guess there'd be more people out here than what we're seeing right now.
Only boat on the water.
It's definitely not crowded here.
About the only people sharing the water with us today is the occasional fly fisher, fishing from shore.
This time of year, guys really do well fly fishing, strike indicator and midges, just right along the shore.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. Chronomid?
Yeah.
That's what I would have tried.
The chunk.
Yeah, he's a tank.
Whoa. More eggs.
Danny Beard lives just minutes away from Minersville and says he likes that this reservoir is artificial flies and lures only. He believes it promotes a healthier fish and fishery.
Do you think the division's done a pretty good job managing this place?
Yeah, yep. I think they've done a really good job, yep. Then when the trout turn off, the wiper turn on, and we go out and chase them.
Yeah. And there's some big wipers in there.
Oh yeah.
And then throwing jigs, just like marabou jigs or tube jigs right along the shoreline works really good for rainbows. They're in close. They're not out in the open water as much as they're working the shorelines. They're looking for places to spawn, and they're feeding heavy right now.
We've caught one fish with a Castmaster, the other trolling a pointer minnow. We've decided to try ripping some jerk baits near the shoreline.
Oh, fish on.
What'd you get him on, Pete?
I got him on I'm using a pointer minnow.
Oh, it's a big fish.
They are good fish in here, aren't they?
Yeah, they got shoulders.
I hope he's not in the motor down there.
I don't think he is.
Might be in the motor.
Oh, he is. He's back here. He's right
Lift
there.
up the motor, jack the motor up.
Oh, he's off.
I lost him.
Oh! I saw him. He counts. I saw him. He didn't put a net on him.
The motor got him, dang it.
We might have figured something out here, Pete. Pointer minnow's working. They're cruising up shallow.
The old pointer minnow is a deadly bait.
Whoa, whoa.
Ooh, good one.
The ice has been off Minersville for nearly a month. Richard says the rainbow fishing should be steady for quite a while, but many anglers, he says, will come here in mid-March
Look at that pretty fish, huh?
to start targeting the wiper.
The best fishing for wipers I've seen here are two ways. Guys that have come out and figured out how to catch them trolling with plugs, things like that. And then there's another group that's coming out casting lures from shore at night and picking some up. We're gonna see some real big ones over the next few years.
Because the chub population has been impacted so much by them, is that going to increase the catch rate for them?
It should. I keep telling everybody that the wipers ought to be hungry this year and ought to be more willing to bite, but I haven't seen that happen yet.
Okay, coming aboard.
It's got a really good smallmouth fishery in here. That was the hope originally, was the smallmouth would control the chubs, but
Little pup.
they just never could quite keep up with them. That's why we had to go with the wipers in here. But you could catch up to 6-pound smallmouth in here. They'll spawn, you know, sometime in May, and that's about the best time for me to come catch them.
Coming up, more on Minersville and the other lakes in the area to target. But first, back to the guys at Fish Tech for tonight's fishing report.
Hi, I'm Nate Raymond from Fish Tech Outfitters, and lately Redington has been hitting us with some awesome new products. There's 3 new reels, the Zero, the Behemoth, and the Rise. The Zero, I was so excited when it came out. It's a brand new, lightweight click and paw drag reel. It competes with the Sage Click. It's $200 cheaper at $90 and still weighs in as a featherweight. The Behemoth has this awesome interlocking spoke system. It looks super cool and comes in a variety of sizes and colors. The Rise is the coolest looking reel out there. It comes in orange, gray, black and red, and it's got this awesome triangular look to it. I love it. The new Vice Rod has this cool new forest green color, is a nice fast action, and has a new grip shape. I was thinking that the Zero would be such an awesome combo with a classic trout in like a 2-weight. It'll be an awesome rod for hitting the cottonwoods. If you have any questions on new Redington products or anything else, come on down to Fish Tech and we'll help you out. Now for tonight's fishing line.
Sweet.
You got it, I can handle it.
Old Peter said, try the pointer minnow. Oh, that's a good fish. He was right. It's, I think this lure's caught 3 or 4 now. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, nice fish. Boy, just engulfed it.
Welcome back to Minersville Reservoir as we target some of these big rainbows.
Just another beautiful fish. This guy had a treble hook in his mouth from being caught earlier, but boy, they're fat and healthy. Hitting that same pointer minnow. Get him back in the water. See if he'll recuperate a little bit. Come on, buddy. Yep.
There he goes.
You know, ice off is one of the best times of year to chase big trout as they cruise the shallows.
There he is.
Last April, we had an epic fishing adventure just up the road at Panguitch Lake when we hit it just right.
This is a big tiger. For me, this is a nice one. This has got to be a 4-pound fish. Look at that. And just attacked it. These fish are only cruising 20, 30 feet out from shore. Oh, look at that tank. Catching a tiger by the tail.
We've seen rainbows in our nets up to about 5 pounds, cutthroat out to about 7, and tiger trout up to around 8, 9 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
He's got a really colorful one.
I got this one in the net.
Okay.
What do you got, rainbow?
It's a tiger. It's
Oh.
it's more colorful even.
Okay, we'll get this one and we'll be right there.
You might be able to get a picture of both of them.
Oh yeah! Look at that! Oh my gosh, that is a mess of tigers right there.
Pretty male there.
I'd expect the ice to start retreating at Panguitch Lake this year sometime in early to mid-April. Otter Creek, Newcastle, and Enterprise have open water right now you can fish.
Sand Hollow and all those lakes for bass are starting to heat up really good. Yeah. Deer Creek is open water now, and so is Jordanelle. So there are some local waters that have opened up thanks to the wind mainly, you know, blown that ice right off them. But Willard should be opening up pretty soon. The guys are going to be targeting walleye pretty shortly in Utah Lake, of course.
So there's plenty of opportunity for open water fishing, especially here down south. But don't pass up Minersville. You just might find Danny latched into another big bow.
What is that fish? 2.5, 3 pounds, a redder?
Yeah, not bad. Really close.
Ice off is going to start happening across the state. People need to start getting out and targeting these reservoirs.
They're going to have to.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm excited. Strawberry's still a few months away, but you can come down south and
yeah, Strawberry, Current
check
Creek
out
are
a
still
few
a little bit
places.
away. The Uintas are still going to be frozen for a while, but
Yeah.
A little hard work and consistency, and they'll get their fish.
you know, Deer Creek's open water, so
Yeah, Deer Creek's a great place right now. So
for those closer to Salt Lake.
Yep. Hey, more here on KSL Outdoors in a moment, but first down a different trail in tonight's Utah Field Guide.
If you boat at Lake Powell or Deer Creek Reservoir, you need to be aware of 2 major changes approved recently by the Wildlife Board. Lake Powell is infested with the invasive quagga mussel, and Deer Creek is suspect. If you boat at these two bodies of water, the Wildlife Board made it mandatory that you must remove the drain plugs from your boat and not replace them until you get home. Another change for Lake Powell boaters is if your boat has been slipped or moored at Lake Powell for 2 weeks or more, you must contact the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources Aquatic Invasive Species Specialist at Lake Powell and arrange an inspection of your boat. If mussels are found on your boat, you'll be directed to a private business at Lake Powell. There you'll have to pay the business to professionally decontaminate your boat. You'll also still be required to allow your boat to dry for the required amount of time, 18 days in the spring and fall, 7 days in the summer, 30 in the winter, before launching anywhere else in Utah. At Lake Powell, the mussel infestation is severe and now lake-wide. This January, while we were there, we spotted quagga mussels in every canyon we ventured into. Most boaters that come to Lake Powell this summer will not see these quagga mussel colonies and the impact that they are already having at the lake because the waters will rise and cover these colonies. But believe us, they are there in every nook and cranny on the sandstone. Fines for knowingly transporting a boat that has mussels attached to it are really steep, $2,000. And you also pay for any costs incurred to decontaminate and quarantine your boat. To learn more about the quagga mussels and how you can do your part, check out stdofthesea.com.
So yeah, don't forget to pull the plug out of your boat and leave it out until you get home. It's probably a good idea just to leave it out until you go back out. That's usually what I do to ensure all the water gets out of my hole. Boy, we had some crazy weather here today. It was snowing, it was blowing, it was darn right cold, and now the sun's got maybe an hour before it sets, and it's beautiful out here. Fish are actually starting to rise. Let's find out that recreation forecast now by turning it over to Kevin in the weather department. Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Hey, don't forget the International Sportsman's Expo just a couple of weeks away. Your chance to maybe book that trip of a lifetime to Alaska, Mexico, or maybe somewhere here out west. For all the details on the ISE show or anything to do outdoors, you can always check our outdoors calendar page at ksltv.com. Boy, another nice fish. That is a beautiful rainbow. That's one thing out here at Minersville. They are pretty fish and they are big. If you bring the kids, make sure to have some pretty good line, 6-8 pound test for some of these hard fighting rainbows. And if you bring the kids, don't forget to bring a camera, take a few snapshots, submit them to our snapshot contest. Now, your turn with the best of the week, our snapshot of the week.
We kick it off with a kid who didn't have school, so he decided to go fishing the Big Blue. Jason, his dad, took advantage of the lack of school and good ice at Bear Lake back in early February. Jace ended up catching a couple of beautiful native cuts and had a great day on the ice with his dad. Rhonda had her granddaughter Evie over for the day, and while there, Evie was able to watch the deer feed on the bird feeder just outside the family window. Evie was so excited to see this doe up so close. For 11 years, Sheriff has been deer hunting only to come home eating tag soup. But last October, on the opening morning of the general season hunt, Sheriff punched her tag on this nice 4x4. Her awesome guide, her husband Josh, was there to help out. Sheriff says it was an amazing experience. Hunter drew a Ponsegant Trophy buck tag at the Hunt Expo last year and finally punched his tag on the last day of the hunt with only a few hours left. His father John was right there as he tagged out on this old 29.5-inch wide 2x2. A cool trophy, Hunter. At 8 years old, old Wyatt Clower didn't waste any time following up on a family tradition. He passed Hunter's safety, and the following weekend, Dad took him out to their favorite bunny spot, and within the first hour and a half, old Wyatt had his limit of rabbits. Mom and Dad are pretty proud of their little man. But our winner tonight took Valentine's to a new level. 6-year-old Quinn Parks absolutely loves fishing, especially bass fishing. The kid has been fishing since he was 3 months old. This Valentine's Day, when he was given the task of making a box for school, Quinn knew just what he wanted. It took a few Amazon boxes, 2 soda containers, some spray paint, and a lot of duct tape, but Mom and Dad built a cool bucket-mouth bass for a Valentine's box. Sorry, girls, you're going to have to wait a few more years. Looks like the only Valentine Quinn will be kissing anytime soon is a fish. A cool story, Quinn. Keep it up. And here's our Valentine's for your fish box, as you just won our Snapshot of the Week. Remember, submit your pictures or video plus an explanation of your latest outdoor adventures online at ksltv.com. The winner each week wins the new Pro 60 2-burner stove with two 30,000 BTU burners and matchless ignition. Plus, the winner is also entered into our Ford Trucks quarterly Facebook giveaway for a Camp Chef pellet grill.
From quality outdoor cooking stoves to barbecue boxes, Dutch ovens and cast iron, coolers, even a kitchen pantry. Do it all with Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.
Probably need to come back here and do some smallmouth and maybe some wiper fishing there. Richard's saying there's 7-8 pounders in here.
Yeah, that'd be fun. He says there's some 8-pound smallmouth, so I wouldn't mind getting in one of those.
I wouldn't either.
Absolutely. I think that's going to come off in the last part of maybe April
Okay.
and May.
So people will be able to call the Cedar City store and you'll tell them when the temperature hits 58 degrees and we'll come running up here, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. 58 degrees and we'll be out here.
Boy, sure convenient having a new Sportsman's Warehouse in Cedar City. So even if you're from Salt Lake and you're on your way down, you forget something, it's right on the way up to Panguitch. It's right on the way down to Sand Hollow. Everything you need.
Everything you need.
Hey, I'm Adam Eakle along with the guys from Sportsman's Warehouse, reminding you to get outside and make some memories. And do it during ice off, some of the best fishing of the year. Till next weekend, good night.